Okay, so have you ever wanted to update the same information in many places at once? It's like normally if you need to put the same information in like lots of different places, you just copy paste, copy paste. But with Notion, you have the option of turning things into synced blocks. Super easy. And so I'm just going to click on that, move my head a little bit, and I'm going to turn it into a synced block like so. And what that lets me now do is I'm going to hit the copy and sync option, and now I'm going to paste it here. And basically, anytime I update this block, it's going to update everywhere that I paste it, essentially. And you can add whatever you want in here, like bullet points. You could add like page, sub pages, videos, whole databases, and this will save you literally so much time. And like, this is really good if you're working in like a team setting and like you might want to paste like a little help block around your space with all of like your company like important wiki pages that people can refer to. Like I actually use this on my website with like the spiel about like who I am and like what I do. So like I'm a Notion consultant and I have a little blurb about the types of companies that I work with and the skills that I have. And so what's cool is that because it's a synced block and it's on so many different parts of my website, if I want to change it, I only have to update it once really. Anyways, enough about me. So another hidden feature of synced blocks that not many people talk about is that you can use them to send secret messages. This is especially useful if you have a public resource, but you need like an area where the information can only be seen by certain people or edited by certain people. So, two examples that I'm going to talk about later on in this video are if you have a public resources page, an access only area for members that they'll be able to see, or if you are in a team and you only want certain people to be able to like edit that section essentially. But the example I'm going to talk about now is if you are sharing a document with a client and you want to be able to chat about it as a team without having the client being able to see it. So this is the internal client page. So like my dream clients or my ideal clients that I like to work with as a Notion consultant are like purpose-driven brands with the Gen Z millennial aesthetics. Like I know how to make stuff work, but I also really enjoy making them look good. This is an example page, and this is an example internal comments block. And so again, I'm going to move my head. So I'm going to turn this block into a synced block. And now I'm going to create a new client. So this template button is actually purchasable. I'll put the link down in the description box below. So to generate a new client portal, it's actually pretty easy. I'm gonna hit this template button here, and actually this is hosted on another page called our synced blocks in the wider workspace and is hosted as a synced block so that if I update the template by clicking on here anywhere, it's going to update the template everywhere that it's pasted, essentially. But anyways, creating the template is pretty easy. You just hit the button, it's going to spin for a little bit. This is what it generates. I'm going to hit the back button so it takes me to page I was just on. Okay, and now I'm going to drag this page outside of the synced block so it's not on all of the other pages and it's just on this page. Now, this is a synced block. I'm going to copy and sync it, and I'm going to put it inside the client portal. And so this is where you would update any client information, so their name, change the logo, upload custom artwork, that kind of a thing. But anyways, I'm going to put your internal communication block in here. And just so you can kind of see how this works as well, I'm going to create a new project for this client. And I really love this template because you can create a new portal per client. Underneath that, you can create a new portal. You can create a new portal per project client. So again, you'd pre-fill all of this with project information and so forth. But what that means is that you have a home page for all of your projects with that client that they can be invited to, and you can edit your project process by editing the if you want to see a full video portal, let me know. But anyways, now we've also got this area for internal communication here. Why this synced block will work is that synced blocks will only pick up the permissions of the original. So your original page would be internal and not shared with the client, so the dream client page that we're just on, but you are going to share this page with the client. So if I double check the share settings for the internal page, this is just shared with me or would be shared with whoever internally. And so with the external page, you would share this with your client. So I'm going to invite myself really quickly. And Notion work very similar to Google Docs if you're familiar with that structure. So I invited myself by email, and I'm going to give myself edit access to basically this page and all the sub pages underneath it. So I'm going to myself, and I'm going to hit the invite button. All right, now I'm going to flip over to my other Notion account and show you what this looks like. And just remember, this is kind of like a magic trick. So on this Notion account, I'll be able to see this internal block here, and you'll know that someone else can't see it because of this little caution sign will show up to show that the access is restricted and not everyone can see that block. So now I'm viewing it from the other side because I invited myself. And look, I can't see the synced block. Like it is nowhere to be found. But if you go back to what like your team would see, like they've got this portal here and they can put comments that they don't want the client to see. And now if you go back to this is the external view that your team would see. But if you go back to your internal client homepage, the comments will be here, and anyone who has edit access to this page will be able to edit it, and then it will get relayed onto the client page, vice versa. And so another thing that you can do is that you can share read-only blocks with people. But again, because synced blocks pick up the permissions of the page, you will need to provide the appropriate access to that person on that page. So, for example, if I wanted to make a read only block, I could either share the page to the web so that so anyone with the link will be able to access the page, or you can invite that person by email and give them the information. I'm just going to quickly share it to the web and show you what it now looks like on my other account. Right, so I'm on my other account, and lo and behold, I can see the block now, but I can't edit it. Crazy. And so another place I use this technique is at the bottom of all my templates. And so I have this advertising block that other people can see, but they can't actually like edit essentially. And how that's done is that I put all my like view only synced blocks on this page that I just call public synced blocks, and the share settings are shared to web. So anyone with a link can view. And if you want to go a step deeper than this, you can create private member only content. And so this is a Notion creative journey template where you can organize all the templates that you want to do. I will do or like build in the future. I will do a deeper video on this in the future, and you can also like store any of the videos like this that you've watched and want to be able to keep track of. And at the bottom here, it's just telling people about like if they want extra support. I do run a group membership club for £12 a month where you get access to a monthly level up session and like a show and tell session, group coaching where you can ask me questions. I actually made this for my membership group initially, and then I was like, oh well, organizing your project ideas and storing any tutorials is actually a great resource for everyone. Then I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to have to create 2 different templates. That's really annoying. So I created this Clubhouse section at the bottom. Firstly, it tells people about the membership group and how to join and how to add my public events to their own calendars. For people part of the club, in order to get access, all they have to do is fill in the form with their name and email address, and then I will invite them email to their like view only club page, which looks like this. Because like all of this is club content, so workshops and video recordings and the calendar, and so, but it is stored here. Once I invite people by email to this page and give them view only access, they'll be able to see the content, but for the rest of the public, it will look like, see, just in incognito mode, and you can see that they actually can't see the member content. It's cool. So, but if they're part of the club and they submit their name and I'll get the email notification, I will just add email to the list. So yeah, it's lots of really cool things that you can do with synced blocks. As I mentioned before, all of the templates will be down below. Really appreciate you all supporting my work, and just thanks for sticking with me. And if you have any other use cases that I haven't thought about today, I'd love to hear them. Or if you do use techniques you learned today and it's working really well for you, then let me know. Thanks. If you are curious about Notion and have never used it before, you can use my link, which will be in the description box below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Best way to get in touch with me is email. If you want to join my membership club, catch all my latest template releases or courses or any cool things I'm doing, best places to stay up to date with me would be my newsletter and Twitter and Instagram. And if you are curious about what I used to film this video, I've also linked my kit below. Thanks so much, and I will catch you soon. Let me know what you want me to do videos about. Yeah.